What is up, everybody? Once again, it is time for Funko News. I'm recording this late on the evening of October 18th. I know some of you may end up seeing this on the 19th or even later than that. But yeah, I'm still just going to label it as the 18th when I actually recorded it. Honestly, I wanted this video up earlier, but it just wasn't going to happen. I had a really tough day at work, and just to be blunt about it, sometimes it's tough to find the energy to get it up and do these videos. So yeah, if you appreciate my efforts, as always, just make sure you drop a like on the video. Very easy way to support my efforts and to support this channel so that I can keep things moving and help you all out as much as possible. Let's go ahead and get into it, but I do want to start off with some shout outs here, and I got a couple of shout outs going on this time. So I want to give a shout out to the L Hound. You see him up there on the upper left, showing off his collection, which is a good mix of figures there. See some Pennywise in the mix, Game of Thrones, Marvel, DC, some of everything going on, and I really like to see that with a collection. I know some people just stick to particular fandoms, but for me, a collection just looks better with a good mix going on. Next up there in the middle, we got Bacon Macintosh. Very interesting name there. And again, she has a good mix going on there. Even some other types of figures up there in her collection. So that's very cool. Like the purple hair she has going on there as well. And then the lovely Shelby Y, big supporter of the channel. She's been with the channel for a while. I know I've sent some things her way in the past before, and yeah, just a very cool person. And you see with her collection, definitely a big fan of Stranger Things, and I know a lot of people are very excited about that season. It's getting so close, people. It's almost here. Got some more shout outs on the way here. Two more. I have a shout out to Demetrius here, and you see with his collection, he's got a good mix again. WWE, some Power Ranger stuff, DC stuff. I'm definitely a DC fanboy, you know, so yeah, really good mix of figures there. And see some basketball going on in the background there. Oh, let me point this out. I don't think I mentioned it later on within this video, but I think some of the NBA Pops are actually available on the Funko Shop right now. So you NBA fans, that's something you might want to check out if you want to get your hands on some of those. Okay, and then on the right here we have Vladimir Hernandez, aka Master of Later, excuse me. And Master of Later is the name he goes by on YouTube. I was trying to contact him again to see if his channel actually is active or not. Regardless, I'm just making sure I include that name there. And Vladimir is from Mexico, and I really want to give a big shout out to all of my subscribers from Mexico. You know, thank you so much for supporting me. Very much appreciated. So to everybody I gave a shout out to, thank you so much for doing this, for you know, sharing the pictures with your collection and tagging me. Really do appreciate that support, and it is nice to see these different collections going on there with Vladimir, or Master of Later here. I did notice that he has an Overwatch figure there of Reaper, and I want to say that's the focus of his channel as well. But like I said, you know, hopefully I will hear back from him. Vladimir, if you're watching this, please get at me, let me know more about your channel, and then you know, I'll try to share a link in the future. I just want to make sure your channel actually is active. So let's go ahead and get into the actual news here, starting off with Zero with Bone. I've mentioned this one a couple of times recently. It is starting to show up out on the West Coast, which means it should make its way across wherever box and lunch stores are located. I don't think they're in my region at all here in the South, but you know, wherever you have a box and lunch store near you, you might want to start checking it if you are interested in Zero with Bone. Do remember that there is a chase variant, a glow-in-the-dark chase variant. And this one, for people outside of the country, you may want to check websites like Pop Culture and Forbidden Planet International. On the right side here, the Martha Wayne Joker has been on and off of Hot Topics website, but she is showing up in stores as well. So if you're interested, you can keep checking the website regularly to see if they post her back up, but you know, also check in store as well. You might want to just call ahead. Hot Topic, they're usually pretty good on the phone about letting you know what's available in store. There in the bottom left, these figures are very tough to find right now. The Shining Twins, or the Grady Twins, very tough to find. So you're just gonna have to be vigilant with that. That's all I can say. There seems to be some confusion at stores as well as when these figures should actually be on the shelves. Like I said, some people have actually already got their hands on them. Some stores are telling people they're not supposed to be out yet. So just keep checking back with Target if you really are interested in those figures. And then Toys R Us has a couple of different figures going on. I know they have the Narwhal exclusive from the Elf movie, and the Coco Dorbs figures, which, remember, these are shared between Hot Topic and Toys R Us, although the glow-in-the-dark exclusive is with Toys R Us. Yeah, so these are starting to show up. I know I actually saw that glow-in-the-dark exclusive with my own eyes when I was in Toys R Us recently. So yeah, if you're interested in any of those, be on the lookout for them. And do keep in mind that those Dorbs are limited numbers. I think it's either 3,000 or like 3,500 pieces, something around that area. So if you're interested, don't wait on it. Go ahead and check those out. So a lot is going on in terms of Stranger Things, especially since the next season is about to drop. Target stores are not only starting to get the next wave of figures, they're also starting to get some reproductions, I guess, of the first wave of figures, including the chase figures. So I mean, I know some people are really all about those chase figures, so yeah, just be on the lookout for those. Again, not just the most recent Stranger Things figures, but also the other previous waves as well. You can be on the lookout for those. Do remember that Target also has an exclusive Joyce figure, Joyce in the Biohazard suit. Be on the lookout for that figure. And then there is a new Joyce, and you see some other new figures here in the upper right, including a new version of 11, all of the boys, the main boys, in their Ghostbuster suits, Max as well. So all these figures are starting to show up. They're rolling out, so just be on the lookout for these. And do remember that the mystery minis and the Dorbs, all those different things, basically all the Stranger Things products are starting to roll out, so just be on the lookout for them. And Hot Topic may have a mystery Stranger Things exclusive. We'll find out about that pretty soon, because all of these figures, if they're not in your area yet, they should be out by the end of the month, so just keep looking. So as far as the Funko Shop is concerned, we have another one from their Monsters line, Chester McFreckle, which is, these names are just so cutesy. But yeah, overall, I would say he has a good design. I don't think he's like one of my favorites. I'm not collecting those regardless, but just in terms of design, he's not necessarily one of my favorites, but he does definitely fit in, with the others there. And remember, he is available now, $15 plus shipping and handling. Then also on the Funko Shop, they do have some patches and a group of stickers related to The Walking Dead. And you see that they have Daryl, Rick, and they have two of the zombies as well. So the patches you buy individually, but the stickers you can buy all together. And I believe the patches are $5 each, and then the stickers together are $5. I believe that's the pricing. So just head to the Funko Shop and check that out if you are interested. So I shared previously already the LA Comic-Con exclusives that will be shared with Hot Topic. One thing I did not notice before, I really wasn't aware of this, is that there is going to be a version of Moon Knight that is for the con only, and that's the glow-in-the-dark version that you see there on the bottom, where he's actually kind of rolling up his sleeves. And then there's the Hot Topic one is actually a different mold. I didn't pick up on this at first, so yeah, the mold is slightly different there. His stance is different. Okay, so that is something that's different about it. And then of course it doesn't have the glow either. Now there's a chance that these figures, which does include also the Kevin Smith figure, the Ahsoka, which is the like spirit or glow in the dark Ahsoka, and then the Flock Snowball from Rick and Morty, these may be out on the 30th instead of the 27th. I'm not 100% sure. I would just say if they don't show up on the 27th, don't panic, don't freak out, just keep checking back with Hot Topic. So it could be out any day within that range. Just keep on checking, but they should at least be out by the 30th. So some random information here on the left hand side, you see here there are two horror pop tees that have showed up at FYE. I'm not sure if they're exclusive to FYE. They may show up in other stores as well, but these are some pretty cool designs. They have Norman Bates from Psycho there in the upper left, and then they also have that very cool Pennywise and from It, of course, and along with Georgie in the boat. So I really do like that. I like both of those shirts. If I could find them in my size, I would definitely pick them up. Really good designs. And then something very cool that's going on, James Gunn does have an Instagram page, and if you go to his Instagram page, you'll see the same photograph that you see here right now. You see that same pic. He is actually raffling off 10 signed pop figures, of course, of him. He has his own pop figure. And James Gunn, if you don't know, is the director of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and 2 and the upcoming Part 3. Okay, so he's raffling those off right now, and it is to help out a charity. I'm not going to say any more about it because I really want you to go and check it out, and you will see that it is for a really good cause. So check that out. Again, James Gunn on Instagram to find out how you could possibly win one of his signed pop figures. So this is pretty cool here, although I don't have a release date. I will share that, of course, when I learn more. but there is a Minnie and Mickey 2-pack on the way, which will be a Toys R Us exclusive. Now, I gotta say, I don't know if Funko's doing this intentionally or not, but it seems like Toys R Us is getting a lot of exclusives, and considering their financial hardships, I think that's definitely a positive thing, you know. So in my opinion, I think that's pretty cool. But you see, this is a Minnie and Mickey 2-pack, kind of a lovey-dovey 2-pack basically, because if you look there in the upper right where you see them outside of the box, you notice what Mickey is holding. He has the little heart in hand that says Mickey and Minnie on it. So that's pretty cool. This is pretty cute, and like I said, when I learn more about this, especially when the release will be, then I will let you all know. So some Star Wars related figures here. I've shared, I think, all of these previously before. I just wanted to give you some reminders. For one thing, here's some better images of these movie scenes that are coming up. These 2-packs basically that are coming up. Still no firm release dates on when all of these will be available, but of course, as they become available, I will update you all within Funko News. If this still holds true, this poster that I shared before here in the upper right, if it still holds true, then some Disney Store exclusive Dorbs will start to show up on the 27th. And it does say exclusively at Disney Store. So I don't know if you know, if these will be shared, if like it's a short-term exclusivity, or if it will. I just honestly, I don't know any more than that. I'll just say if you have a Disney Store near you and you are interested in the Star Wars Dorbs, keep in mind that they're supposed to be available as of the 27th. But notice here though, it does say in store and online. So if they go online and I find a solid link, then I will definitely share that with you all. And then the 3-pack of the X-Wing fighters should be on the way very soon, and as a matter of fact should be available online very soon. Do keep in mind that is a Walmart exclusive, and of course that's the 3-pack that features Wedge, Biggs, and Porkins. So and I want to say this real quick, there have been a lot of placeholders floating around online, and if you don't know what that means, a placeholder is basically where a figure will become available online. So you can't use that link yet, but it will go live at some point. I'm not really going to share those placeholders right now because to me it's kind of pointless. If I share them right now, people will forget anyway, and then I have to share them again on another video. So I would prefer to wait until it's closer for the time for these figures to go up, and as a matter of fact, it might be in the next video that I share some placeholder links with you all. Just not going to worry about it right now because people will forget and ask me about them anyway. So it just makes more sense for me to wait, and then I will share those links with you all. So this kind of came out of nowhere, but I think it's pretty cool. The Stan Lee cameo pops. These are all going to be Walmart exclusives up for November release. And you see that he had 2 cameos and of course 2 different Captain America movies there. So they have his Winter Soldier when he's basically the guard in the museum. So that's the cameo that he had there. And then the first Captain America movie, I think he played like a general or something like that, you know, so he has the military uniform on there. And then his cameo from the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, that's the outfit that he's rocking there in the upper right. And if you've seen the second movie, then you know what that was kind of about. There's really more to that cameo, which I think is pretty cool. So again, these Stan Lee cameo figures are up for release next month. WWE is getting a lot of love right now from Funko. You know, we just saw the Money Inc. 2-pack, which already started to show up. And yes, I know it is available online as well, but I've heard some bad things about shipping with a particular site, so I'm not going to say any more than that about that right now. But you see here that we have The Rock, and yes, this is not the first Rock pop figure, but this one is one that might stand out in a lot of people's mind when they think about The Rock, with the people's eyebrow, I mean, you know, the eyebrow raised up and everything, the slick hair, you know, the Hawaiian style shirt or whatever you want to call that on. Just that look of The Rock is very classic to some people, and you do see that they have a Chase variant as well. And this is so funny, I was just talking to a friend about Razor Ramon, and boom, here we have it, a Razor Ramon pop figure. And then you also see that they have a Chase variant, which is his NWO outfit styling. Basically, it really is the same mold, they just changed the coloring, but I do like that they at least changed the where on his waist, I guess it's like buckle area, or just on his shorts basically. It does actually say NWO there, so that's pretty cool. And I definitely am a fan of Razor Ramon, so I think it's very cool that they have done a figure of him. As a matter of fact, 2 figures, you know, including the Chase. These are up for a December release, and there's some more here. On the left hand side here, you see they also have Braun Strowman, excuse me if I'm mispronouncing his name, and then Alexa Bliss, which Alexa Bliss, I really like the design of her there, the way that they did her figure. Again, December release. And then I know that a lot of people said they want to see a figure of Shinsuke Nakamura, and it's on the way. I'm not really sure if he's considered part of this wave. I'm really not sure about that because there's not like an official word from Funko on his figure. So you know, as I learn more about it, I will share that with you, whether he's going to be exclusive or not, or if he'll be a common, and you know, when his release will be. Like I said, if I learn more, I definitely will share it with you all, because I know a lot of people said they really wanted to see a figure of him. So boom, there it is. It's on the way. We know that at least. James Bond, I think we've known for a while that these figures were on the way because during San Diego Comic-Con, Funko did share some glam images of these figures, but now we see what the actual figures look like. So we see that we have two different James Bonds going on here. We have James Bond from The Spy Who Loved Me, then we also have James Bond from Goldfinger, and we also have the Golden Girl from Goldfinger as well. Then we got some villains here, including Blofeld, Oddjob, and Jaws. And I really hope that Jaws is actually taller than the other characters, because he should be. That actor was a pretty tall, pretty intimidating guy, so I really hope that he is a taller figure. These are up for a December release, and there's more. There are some exclusives as well. So they have Oddjob as a Target exclusive, where he's basically preparing to throw his hat, which is of course his weapon. They have James Bond in the white tuxedo as well, which will be a Barnes & Noble exclusive. And then they have a Toys R Us exclusive of Dr. No James Bond. So these of course also up for a December release. Do remember as well that there was a rumor about a possible Aston Martin ride, a pop ride. Don't know if that's actually going to happen or not. It may just have been a rumor, but you know, of course, if I learn about it, I will share. Now this to me is, you know, these are some 8-bit figures that really make sense, because the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, of course, they really did have, you know, 8-bit video games. So yeah, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are on the way, which is really no surprise because we've already seen Shredder and the Foot Soldiers. But and I think these designs look pretty cool. I finally got to see some 8-bit figures up close, and I think they're pretty solid. You know, anybody collecting them, I completely understand it. I do hope that Funko is kind of choosy about the characters they make though. But yeah, like I said, the Ninja Turtles, it makes perfect sense to me. These are up for a January release. And then some more 8-bit figures on the way. They have Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, and we have the Xenomorph from Alien. Okay, these are up for a January release as well. And then they also have an NES version of Freddy and of Jason Voorhees. And if you're an old school gamer, you probably know these color schemes there. Those are GameStop exclusives. And then the Blood Splattered Xenomorph is a PX Previews exclusive, which means that you probably find it in your local comic shop and on some websites as well, because PX Previews exclusives have started to move around a lot more. So again, all of these up for a January release, and of course as they start to release, I will give you all reminders. Let's get into the rumor mill next. And by the way, I want to give a shout out again to my anonymous subscriber that's been doing some graphic design work for me. Really do appreciate it. He chooses to stay anonymous, but yeah, I'm still going to shout him out regardless for doing such great work for me. Very much appreciated. So this is a bit of disappointing news, you know, especially for Quentin Tarantino fans. It seems like the upcoming Reservoir Dogs figures, they've either been seriously delayed or maybe canceled altogether. You know, if I learn anything else about it, of course I will update you all. But yeah, this for me is kind of disappointing, because I really would like to see more characters from Quentin Tarantino movies made as figures. Now the Bloody Lion Cat seemed like it was supposed to come out this month, but now it seems like it may not be out until actual Free Comic Book Day, which is what I originally said. Then I corrected myself, so now I got to go back on that again. So yeah, it seems like it'll be out for Free Comic Book Day, and it seems a little more legit now, because this does look like the type of artwork that Funko does, you know, as far as their glams are concerned. So again, this looks to be a PX Previews exclusive, which makes sense, of course, because it is for Free Comic Book Day, which is in May. Once we get an official image of the figure, of course, I will share that with you all. And then I mentioned last time, I believe it was, that He-Man and Skeletor in their battle armor, these figures are possibly on the way. And as a matter of fact, when I was in Target a couple days ago, I actually did see the stand that actually has this artwork on it. So yeah, He-Man and Skeletor in their battle armor could be on the way, along with Stratos, Merman, Orko, and a common Beastman. Remember, there's already a flocked Beastman that was a New York Comic Con exclusive, but it seems like there could be a common Beastman on the way, which would make sense. So yeah, you know, of course, as I learn more about these Masters of the Universe figures, I'll share, and I am interested in at least getting He-Man and Skeletor in battle armor, and the flocked Beastman should be on the way to me. Looking forward to that, and then I'll just kind of take a look and see what I think about the others as well. So this is something I know a lot of people will get hyped about, but it's not a guarantee, but it does seem like Funko is, you know, kind of throwing it out there as a strong possibility. So on their I believe it was on their Twitter, they said, what if Funko made Smallville Pops? Okay, you can visit their blog post and submit your suggestions, and you do get a chance to win a figure, which, I mean, it's the Man of Steel, the false god Superman, which to me is not a great figure, but I mean, it's free, so it is what it is, and you do get to share your ideas with Funko as well. So again, you can check out their blog post, share your ideas, you know, if you're interested in that. But I want to hear from you all down in the comments when it comes to Smallville. What would you like to see? I know some people's minds are racing already, you know, especially when you look back at some of these images here on the right hand side. So yeah, I want to hear from you all. What figures would you like to see related to Smallville? Spoiler alert here, I am going to get into what is in the latest Marvel Collector Core box. Some of you may have already seen Funko's unboxing, so it may not be a big deal to you, but I am also going to talk about the next box, what the theme is, and what one of the figures may be in that box. So if you don't want any spoilers related to Marvel Collector Core, this would be the time to go ahead and check out of the video, and thank you for watching up to this point. So if you are still with me, that means you don't mind the spoilers, and let me go ahead and get into it. So for the Thor Ragnarok box, I think Funko did a pretty good job, because when you get 2 exclusive pop figures, that's your money right there. Honestly, really, 1 exclusive figure can be worth your money for the box, but to get 2 exclusive figures, I think is pretty cool. And you see that one of the figures here, well, we already knew about the Loki figure, Loki with the helmet, and we also have here a Thor figure in his battle armor. He has the helmet on, he has the mace weapon, he has the shield. Called it. Yeah, so we got that Thor figure as well. So these 2 pops, to me, that is worth the money already. And then in addition to that, there is also, you see the hat there, which has Hulk on it, which you know, the beanie, I think is cool. It's not for everybody, but I think it's cool. And I want to go ahead and point this out. I know some people will not like the other items in this box, but remember, 2 exclusive figures, that's your money already. So I think, you know, complaining about something that's basically an extra, to me, is kind of pointless. That's just my opinion. Okay, but as far as the extras are concerned, like I said, there's the beanie, you know, with Hulk on it, Gladiator Hulk on it. There's also a fidget spinner. I know some people don't like about those, but the way I look at it, you know, it's a good gift to give to a kid. You know, if you have a kid in your family, or just in, you know, around the way, whatever. I mean, that's something you could pass along very easily. They have some magnets there of the characters, of course, pop versions of the characters, which I don't mind at all, because I like sticking magnets on my fridge, so that's cool with me. And then also a deck of playing cards, which I think a deck of cards is always good to keep around. So these other items that are in there, even though there's no t-shirt, I'm fine with them. I know that they're not going to do a t-shirt every single time, and I'm perfectly fine with that. So overall, I think they did a good job with this box, and I am glad that I ordered this box. So as far as the next box is concerned, the theme will be Hulk, and it seems like one of the figures is going to be a gray Hulk pop, which I'm perfectly fine with that. If they do a sort of a classic Hulk, you know, with the gray skin, works for me. That absolutely works for me. Now, if Funko wanted to get really adventurous, but I don't think they would do this, but if they wanted to get like really deep into comic lore and everything or whatever, I think it would be cool to see a Joe Fixit version of Hulk. Don't think it's going to happen, you know. That might be too out there for some people to see Hulk not only with the gray skin, which is kind of old school in a way, but also him in a suit. Maybe that's just too odd for some people if they don't know the background to it. But me, I would be really happy to see a Joe Fixit version of Hulk. Like I said, I don't think it's going to happen, but it would be pretty cool. So that is going to do it for Funko News. Do forgive me for tripping over my words more than usual, but like I said, I am definitely beat from the work day, but now, you know, the video's wrapped up, so I do get to chill again. If you all appreciate the hard work that I'm putting in, do make sure that you drop a like on the video, share the video as well, shout it out to people, let them know to check it out, because remember, this is about helping the community. And also please keep that in mind whenever you comment on the videos. I like reading comments. For the most part, it does kind of just bug me when I come across a comment that is very selfish. Remember, I do Funko News for the collecting community, not just for one individual. So there may be some things in the news that don't help you out, but it may help somebody else out, and that's what matters. It's about trying to help as many people as possible. I'm not catering my news just to one individual. This is a community thing. Please keep that in mind. But yeah, that's gonna do it for now. Hope you got something out of the video. If I missed anything, feel free to share it down in the comments. Like I said, as far as placeholder links are concerned, I will share those very soon. I just don't see much point in it right now. I'd rather wait closer to releases, and I will take care of that. But yeah, that's gonna do it for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will talk to you all again real soon.